Hello everyone, greetings from Kharkov, Ukraine. My name is Svetlana Mucha and I'm the leading matchmaker and dating coach at Diolli.com. Today I want to bring up a very important and very useful, I believe, topic, though it is not very romantic. I want to speak about money and financial expectations of Ukrainian ladies. I have been inspired to this topic after surfing the internet, after watching the YouTube channel. And I follow several bloggers who blog about relationship, about dating Ukrainian ladies. And I was surprised to find out that they speak a lot about financial expectations of Ukrainian ladies. That Ukrainian ladies expect foreign gentlemen to provide them with some money after they have started dating. And many bloggers have assumed that there are like 70% of women like that. And I was surprised because doing matchmaking for almost 10 years, I can't agree with that. So I have decided to make the video and to share my opinion and our experience with you. So, while watching several videos, people there assume that all Ukrainian ladies, after going out for several dates, will expect a gentleman, a foreign gentleman, to provide them, to support them with some money, and this will mean that they are in serious relationship. Guys, I would tell that this is so not right. And if you are on a date like that, and if after you went out with a girl for like 3 or 5 dates, and she's telling you a sad story that she doesn't earn much and she likes you so much and she needs your financial support, I would tell you that you should run and hide from such a date. That's ridiculous. That's so not common. Of course, if you believe that, for example, you have asked a girl out on a date and you have paid for lunch and it didn't work out and you assume that that was a scam, that was not a scam. Sometimes guys tell me, like, why should I ask a lady on a date even? Like, why should I pay for her lunch or for her dinner? Why should I buy flowers? If I can just ask her out to drink some coffee or we can walk at the park. Well, you can ask her for the first date in the park if you are 15 years old, she is 15 years old, but still you have to be ready to pay for her ice cream. Because Ukrainian boys, when they ask out Ukrainian girls, they have some pocket money to get their date an ice cream or maybe a lemonade, and they bring flowers. They shouldn't be big, but that's a tradition, it's part of the culture. So while watching those videos and while hearing stories that a girl has asked a gentleman to give her some money so that she can take another shift and pay someone so that she can spend time with the gentleman on a date, this sounds really complicated and ridiculous to me. Of course, I know that now there would be comments that you live in another universe and this is like that is. Guys, I have been doing matchmaking for almost 10 years and every day we conduct at least 15, sometimes 20 interviews with different ladies together with our psychologist. So I meet lots of people. I meet lots of ladies, Ukrainian ladies, right here in this office for the last 10 years. So trust me, I have some experience in this. During the last 10 years, I never had a situation when my female client, after the second date or third date, has asked our male client that, oh, buy me a diamond ring or give me some money because I can't pay my rent or something like that. I have never faced that, like ever. I have another situation. 3 years ago, one of our couples, and the lady was pregnant with the kid of our client, and they have been dating for a while, and they were waiting for K1 visa for her. And she was a chief accountant and she had 2 jobs. She works for 2 companies. And the doctor has recommended her to rest more and not to run around so much. And she is a very active lady. And our male client has tried to convince her to give up the second job, and he tells her that if the question is about money, I will support you because we are getting married like in several months. On her side, first of all, she didn't want to turn away from the company she has been working for because it takes time to find another chief accountant. So she was closing all the deals and she was teaching the new accountant, so she was working there. And yes, that second salary was important to her. In that situation, I had to convince her to let her fiancé at that time financially support her while she waits for that K1 visa. She was not asking him for help. Or another situation, we had another couple, and the gentleman has invited the girl over to travel to his country to introduce her to his parents, and they were already in an exclusive boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. And she was applying for a travel visa to the United States, and as you know, that visa, all in all, it costs like $200 to get that visa with fees and everything, and she has paid for the visa herself, but her boyfriend has suggested to pay for her airplane tickets, because the cost of the ticket is like her monthly salary. She was very confused. She came over to my office and she was like should I accept it or should I buy the ticket? Because she was really afraid that if she will let him buy the ticket, you know, like she will own him, and she didn't want to ruin their relationship because of that. So I had to talk to her and explain to her that it's not like he's buying her this, like getting her that plane ticket. It's like she lets him give her this gift, and it's up to her whether to receive it or not. She thought about it from this point of view, and she has accepted. She flew over, everything went well, and they got engaged. So as you can see, we face other reality. So why it is so? Why we don't face the situation that is described by other bloggers? I don't want to claim right now that those bloggers are providing you with incorrect information and I am telling the truth right now. No, I believe we work with different people. At Diolli.com, we are a boutique matchmaking service and we attract different sort of people. We work with different types of ladies. And this is why we don't face situation when the girl is asking like for $10 to get a taxi to get back home and she gets the bus. I have heard this story by one of the blogger, and the blogger assumed that the girl was a scammer. I don't even want to talk about that. Like, that's very sad, and let's be honest, that sucks. And we don't have it here. I see other reality. But why? I was thinking hard about that, and you probably know that like before starting Diolli.com 12 years ago, I have been working as an interpreter for a dating agency in Kiev. And I really value and treasure that experience because it has given me an opportunity, first of all, to get to know the dating industry. And I have fallen in love with the Cupid profession. I love introducing singles, and I have been to so many dates. Like that experience that I got there, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Sorry? My phone is ringing. And most of all, I have been to so many dates. That experience, I can't even explain it. It's like priceless. But what can I tell about that experience? Well, first of all, the type of people that I have been working in their dating agency and the type of people I am working now is so different. And it's not even like the male clients, women. I remember at that dating agency, like the majority of ladies, they were like in their early 20s. And really occasionally there were ladies like in their 30s and their 40s. And by the way, at that dating agency, ladies in their 30s and 40s were the ones who got married. Girls who were like 21, 22, like most of them were students from some small towns, small villages who came to Kiev to study. And I can honestly tell you that the majority of them went out on their dates just for the chance to be at the nice restaurant or to go to that new theater and stuff like that. Most of the guys, they were like 30, 25 years older than their dates. And I was really surprised with that because at that time I was also very young and I couldn't imagine like myself going out with someone who is like 30 years older. So I've tried to understand why those 19 years old girls were that interested. Now, of course, I understand like their reasons and why they went out. At Diolli.com, we don't do couples with such a huge age difference. I remember one couple, and they have 19 years old age gap. And when they have started dating, the girl was 29 and the gentleman was 19 years older. And hello to you guys if you are watching this in Norway. And while she was waiting for her interview, and her interview was supposed to happen in September, and that was in June, the gentleman has suggested that she already gives up her job, starts learning the language, and waits for the interview, and there's no rush, or collects all the documents, all her things, and he has suggested her that he will support her financially because they were already engaged and waiting for those documents, and she has agreed to that. They are happily married for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years already. Guys, greetings to you. I haven't heard from you for a while. Hope you are well. But I track you on Instagram. Thanks God there is Instagram right now. I can track all the couples. Love Instagram. Or another story, I have a couple who are dating right now, and the gentleman is 51 and she is 46. And she learns English, she goes to the language school, and he has suggested to pay for her language classes. And she has already paid for them. And he called me and he said that, I wanted to support, let's call the girl Galina, but she already paid for the classes, like what should I do? And I've told him that if you want to show her your support, like you can think of another way, like surprise her with a spa certificate or get her perfumes or maybe flowers. He was surprised because he has been listening to several YouTube bloggers and he was reading forums, and all the guys were claiming that, I pay for classes, for English classes of the girl. And he said that, why my girl is paying for her English classes? Well, because she didn't find it necessary to ask you. But of course, if you are in a relationship with a Ukrainian lady, she will expect you to invest into them. If you are going out with a girl, she will expect you to foot the bill. And Ukrainian guys do pay if they ask the lady out to the restaurant. When I go out with my husband and we are officially married, we are a family, we have a common budget, he pays on the date because he is a man. And if I will reach for my purse, I will offend him. So Ukrainian ladies, when they are on a date, they don't reach out for their handbags to get the money after the date. It would be a huge offense toward the guy. So if you expect Ukrainian girl to split the bill with you after the date, it won't happen. Or it would be your last date. So don't even count on that. Of course, if you are dating and, for example, you are asking her out on a vacation, she will assume that you pay for a vacation because you ask her to go with you. If you are in exclusive boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, if you are engaged and you've been in this relationship for a while, not for 1 week, let's assume for 6 months at least, then of course you will plan it together, you will have a budget, and then maybe she will contribute too. But at the early stage, I wouldn't count on that. It is not a myth that Ukrainian ladies do want to date someone who earns more. Like our psychologist loves saying in her videos, Ukrainian ladies love feeling behind the man. Being married in Ukrainian and Russian language means being behind the man. So to feel more feminine and to let the gentleman lead. For many girls, it is important that her man really earns more than she does. So I don't think there is anything bad with that. It's just part of culture and tradition. And if you agree with that, well, then you can succeed in dating in Ukraine. If you believe that you can succeed in dating a lady by giving her only your romantic side, only your attention, and let's assume time, but not investing any money, that's naive to think so. Because a lady can assume that either you are like greedy, like seriously greedy, and no one loves dating greedy men. And I know that now there would be like many bad comments, like, oh, she should love me for my pure heart, and the fact that I never give her flowers or never give her any gifts. It's like she shouldn't pay any attention to that. Guys, for Ukrainian ladies, like for every normal lady, if, for example, she is assuming that this gentleman is a boyfriend material and a husband material, and if she wants to have a family and have kids in the future, there will be a period of time when she will have to devote herself to kids, and she won't have a chance to work and provide. Like, you know, in old times, to hunt. When the gentleman was hunting and the lioness let's call her lioness, was taking care of little lions and was watching their cave. So for her it is important to see that you are ready to be that provider for the family, and she can feel support, she can feel secured in the future when she has kids and she can't work. So when at the early stage, for example, you show the girl that she is not like your priority and you're not ready to invest into this relationship, including time and money, the girl can assume that you're not that serious about her. Like, that's for you, it's just a flirt and nothing serious. And I have watched it so many times, and I honestly tell to the ladies that, look, his intentions are serious. He is coming over, he's spending time and money on you. And for many guys, money is a part of his strengths, because he has managed to get his education, he's hardworking, he has built his career. So yes, in a way, it's a sort of his strengths, and if he is investing it into relationship with the exact girl, then he might be interested. That's one of indicators. I know there would be critique. Guys are very touchy about money topic, and usually when they hear in the video that, for example, a girl is expecting a guy to bring flowers to foot the bill, they start shouting, oh, she's like all the women from the US, oh, she's like all the women from Germany, like she is not a traditional Ukrainian woman. Why? Because she wants attention and she wants to be treated with respect. Because she wants you to foot the bill in the restaurant and to bring her flowers. Guys, if you think that ladies don't have eyes, and for example they can't choose a guy for his looks or for his ability to work hard or for his kindness, then you are naive and probably you shouldn't be dating. That was rude, but that's true. The truth is, if you are willing to date a Ukrainian lady or any other lady, it will cost you some money. I know that this topic is not very romantic and is very hard. I know that some of the guys will keep the opinion that if the lady wants flowers and wants you to pay the dinner and maybe a gift for February 14, that she's a materialistic bitch, excuse my French, as we say in Ukraine. But hopefully those people who will understand my point will give us a like, will write down a comment, and will say thank you. I thank you for watching this. Thank you so much for your attention and support. Svetlana Mucha from Diolli.com, with love.